I'm just an altar boy. I'm not proud at all. I can't believe that I'm even a little part of this. You know what it is? It's such a great and beautiful and unselfish idea. And I meet this beautiful woman doctor, and her name's Audrey Evans, and I said, Dr. Evans, I'm Jimmy Murray, and I'm from the Eagles. And she said, what are they? I said, excuse me, we're a bad football team. We're not very good. She said, well, do you know what happens when I tell a family their child has this disease? They don't hear one word I say. There's a 75% divorce rate. The sick child gets all the attention, and it stresses a family out. So if we could get a YMCA, and we could have a place where parents could come, break bread together, talk to each other, that would be as good as all the medicine I'm giving their family. I said, I was raised at 812 Brooklyn Street, little street in West Philly. I said, we were poorer than poor, but we were richer than rich. Everybody took care of everybody. My grandfather and aunts and uncles lived on the same street with no Amber. Everything was, you need a house. Oh, she said, that's a good idea, get us a house. Open mouth and serve foot. So I go back to the prayer book. What do I do? How do I get a house? Well, I did pray about it, and I called a guy named Don Tuckerman. Who's Don Tuckerman? He was the account exec for McDonald's. He says, I got to talk to Ed Renzi. He's the regional manager, later became the president of McDonald's. So Ed Renzi called 48 hours later. Jim Murray? Yes, Mr. Renzi. Just call me Ed. Yes, Mr. Renzi. This house you want to build, you want 25 cents from each Shamrock Shake? I said, is that possible? He says, how about if we give you all the money? Can we call it the Ronald McDonald House? I said, if you give us all the money, you can call it the Hamburglar House. I don't care what you call it. The first house manager was Judy Bloor. She worked for Dr. Evans. The perfect pick, the first round pick in the draft. She had the right heart, the right deportment, and she was able to take a family, no matter what their station in life was, whether they were Amish farmers, whether they were big league people who came to Children's Hospital, and put them together as a family. They're going through radiation, chemo. Some kids are losing their hair. Some kids are already not cured yet, but they're back together. So they can share the joys, the sorrows, all the problems, but all the blessings of what modern medicine, and especially what people who have the same issue, can talk about each other and give each other a hug. It's a perfect place run by imperfect people. We all have our own problems and issues and things, but the idea of just loving your neighbor and helping the guy next door, whether he lives on a farm or in a palace or in 812 Brooklyn Street, translated by a woman whose genius is only exceeded by her beauty, equals this Ronald McDonald House. Hard to believe. I would like every Ronald McDonald House to have to close because there's no more cancer. That would be the greatest thing in the world. I mean, that's what I'd like to see. But once again, while there's a need for the Ronald House to be here. There's a need for families to be, nobody can do it alone.